At first, the earth was blanketed with eternal ice. Then the ice began to thaw, and the primordial fire appeared, which became the second element of this world. Then the first rains came to this beautiful world and extinguished the fire. With the first clap of thunder, the waters ran dry. A bright light pierced the world of Teyvat, filling it with a new primordial element, the element of Electra.
So wait, you've got me all confused. You are coming to us on Serezhenka's birthday, asking us to make you a sword, and more so, you're doing it without respect.
I sincerely wish Sergei the very best.
Wait, let's say that you are not obliged to offer us friendship, but not calling Serezhenka as Serezhenka, well, this is a clear blasphemy.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know your rules, but let's get back to the sword. So, at first the earth was blanketed with the eternal ice.
Hold on, I realize that your word has a rich lore and background. You'll better tell me about the sword itself.
Oh, this is a great sword. It's said that it can call upon the power of lightning to slice through the mountains, wind and even mist. That is why it was named the Mistsplitter.
That sounds quite intriguing. But tell me, can they make it in your world? Why have you decided to contact us?
Yes, they can. Any weapon in our world can only be whittled out by a prayer. However, the gods are apparently angry with me for something, and therefore, no matter how much I pray, basically, your thought happened to be perfectly right between all the game worlds.
Alright, I get it. It's time to get to work. Only we are already a little worn out making drawings for those swords of yours, so better send it to us yourself. Oh, and tell your friends that our forge is not made of rubber. Cause all kinds hang around here, roaming, demanding swords, and don't pay, monsters!
This is it.
Hello everyone, Reforged here, my name is Vasily and this is my buddy Grant. And today we are here to make one of our most interesting projects that related to the game Genshin Impact. Interestingly, this time the drawing was actually provided to us by the client. Buddy, get it out.
Before I get it out, do you remember what the most important quality in our profession?
Sure enough, patience.
That's right, patience and strong nerves.
Well, fuck.
Well, wait.
But you see it, you see!
I see, it's difficult, but we have to work.
For fuck's That's so fuck it up, and when fucking dwarves won't fucking forge this thing, you will be working your ass off here for 3 weeks. What the fuck is this fucking spinner sitting right here? What the fuck is this? What is that stuff? What is all of this? Who put this here? What the fuck is this here? Just recently Genshin Impact game received a new update, 2.0, the immovable god and the eternal ephemia. There the game received 2 new types of 5-star weapons, this is one of them. It is called Mistsplitter. In the game it can be obtained with help of prayer, but no matter how much I pray here, I will have to forge it. Practically speaking, we have an ornate sword which mostly resembles a katana. It has a variety of brass trims and decorative notches. Despite of the somewhat impractical details of the upper part of the sword, it is noticeable from this drawing that the authors were inspired by existing examples of existing weaponsmithing.
As you might have guessed, this video is sponsored by the game Genshin Impact. By an amazing coincidence, just like the world of Genshin Impact, our product will get through all possible elements, the powers of which we managed to bring on our side. However, according of legends, the world of Genshin began with the eternal ice. Our product, on the other hand, take its course in the bosom of all purifying flame, the element of Pyro. generally. As always, we will start with heating our workpiece in the forge and forging it on a pneumatic hammer, bringing it to the original shape of a strip.
We have finished forging a blank for our sword, but in order to give it its final shape, we will need to turn to the elemental mages. Therefore, our blade must make a short journey. Turn on the light.
While we are hurried to a new shooting location, it was nothing that a new location has also appeared in Genshin Impact, which is already available for exploration. So, the time has come to our product to go through the second element, the element of water, called Hydro. Now, with the help of powerful water pressure, we will cut out the shape of the future product from our strip. This process requires a great precision because the machine can't be told which tolerance must be mentioned. Therefore, we really hope that the client has provided us with the most accurate drawing. And who is it anyway?
Who? The girl outside. Why is she still there?
Yeah, there.
Ah, this is the client for the new sword.
Your client? Oh, that's a bad omen. Last time when the client was a girl, I really got COVID.
An original girl, yeah. Not exactly attractive.
A normal girl. Her name is Keqing, it seems.
And what's that?
This is the world where the girl came from. It's called Genshin Impact. Fun stuff actually, PvE focused but RPG with the possibility of both solo and cooperative gameplay for 4 people. Their new update has just released, so it's hard to find a better time to join these videos.
Indeed, in fact, Vasya is right.
Are you playing too?
And what's the matter with that? There are a lot of characters, different update options. So you can start building and collect your own small but proud army.
And I like the weapon here. There's a pretty healthy number of it. And the girls and the graphical style. Oh, how convenient it is!
Are you all playing here?
Of course. We also have a link for it in the description. Download Genshin Impact through our link. It is the real way to support our channel and our creative work. And also, subscribe, like, be sure to watch this video to the end.
It seems like a really interesting game. Now then, let me try. Let me try, I said.
Maybe instead of getting stuck in my world, you will at least start making my sword?
Yeah, of course.
Like I said, the girls, they are hot! Well, here they made in the most creative moment the creation of three-dimensional brass fittings. And how are they going to make them? You just wouldn't believe it. This is my good old rotary tool on and the same as in the previous episode. I was told that I talk too much, so I won't talk anymore, I will walk.
Next element for our product to go through is electricity. Electra. After all, that's how our small device operates, allowing the process brass contributing to our work. There are not so many elements left and the product is almost ready. All that remains is to make the fittings, solder them, harden, sharpen and assemble everything. It's time to turn again to our favorite element, the element of fire. It's not possible to solder the brass parts to our steel blade without it. And besides, there is always the hardening, so the element of pyro is like family to us. Brass fittings are soldered using an oxypropane torch and copper silver solder with a flux, which becomes liquid on exposure to high temperatures. The solder spreads along the joint of the parts to be soldered, and when solidified provides good contact between the two surfaces. When working with brass, it's important to remember that its melting temperature is about 900 degrees. However, it's better not to bring it to such limits. The parts is soldered, detailed, softened from the temperature can be simply blown away by the air pressure from the torch. Let's not forget about our elements as well. We will be hardening the blade in a mineral oil extracted from the bowels of the earth, and this is surely considered to be the use of elements of the earth, Geo. And once this is done, the sword will go to the rest below the streams of warm air, and this is another element responsible for it, animal. While Vasily is grinding the blade, let's talk about hardening a little more. Anticipating your comments, we can say straight away that isn't an option to harden the blade before soldering the fittings to it, because then during soldering we would have to temper the sword and it wouldn't have the properties that we need.
So here are all the processes which I sincerely considered boring and tedious have ended. There was some solving, grinding, twisting, screwing and on over attaching. How long I had to wait. At last the moment has come to do the most interesting, the most beautiful, the most long-awaiting thing, engraving. Which, by the way, where is a fire mating here, because almost every brass elements must be decorated in a certain way. Some carving, some embossing. If you look here, you will see that I have already begun to do some of the work. Very interesting shape. I don't ever know what to call this stuff. I would call it a sort of armor for the sword, because I simply cannot think of any other purpose and explanation of this weird thing. This piece seems to resemble scales coming out one from under the other, each that its own embossing. We have a border and a 3D interpart, each own of each petal. They are all different. Also, they are made in a certain, almost the same, but nevertheless different style. It looks beautiful and designers did their best, and I like the way it looks myself, but what the hell is needed, for I can't figure that out. There is a very interesting and unusual shape here. Well, let's go in the front part of the quad. In fact, at first you can't ever understand where the guard is here. It consists of two seemingly hefty petals, and of them has a huge piece which grows nicely into one of the parts of the guard. And a small petal surrounding the decorative one, well, I call it a propeller. Also, to be honest, following the logic, it should be a shuriken. I saw something like this in the cartoons. The petals surround the shuriken, whereby emphasizing both elegance and at the same time peacefulness. You know, like nature and murder. The designer, of course, did great. He combines geometrically different protruding parts. They are absolutely useless in battle and word writers stick into your hand if you swing such a sword. At the same time, the way they are combined and angles, this is masterpiece. The sword is bloody marvelous, and to be honest, I really enjoyed working with it. Alright, I think I would have dropped it dead.
In this project we were cutting, filling, polishing and grinding a lot, and now we have made it to the drilling machine. While working with the drill, we don't only make holes for the tank and the decorative elements of the handle, but also make necessary semicircular indentations in the same details in order to give them a more interesting shape afterwards. Because we want to decorate the handle not just with the brass pancakes, but with interesting 3D elements. The last element for today to help us make this sword is element of Denver. After all, it's exactly because of this element we have such a wonderful piece of hornbeam to help us create a basis of our handle. The handle itself has quite a complex shape, so it's much easier to show the way we make it rather than to explain it. So, just watch! You're probably surprised that the video didn't end on the tests. This is because the sword still needs to be painted. That's why now Nika is working her magic on the sword. The work was very difficult, although there wasn't much actual forging in it. However, blacksmithing, it's not only forging, but also many other processes that we have tried to show you today. Now, our task is just to show you the sword in all its glory. And yours, it's to pause the video, slap like and comment. Right, how we could use the Creo element from Genshin Impact, which we didn't use. And of course, download the game using our link in the description. This way, you can support our channel, as well as discover a new interesting world.
Now, beauteous maiden, take your unclenched weapon. May it serve you faithfully and loyally.
That's just typical. You work all week, slaving away, sweating blood, and the whole reward goes to those who decorated.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I've got something for you too.
Hey, I won't do this alone! Hang on!
Leave me out! I'm on vacation!
Hang on!